everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Seneca, and on this channel I'm vlogging the journey to me building my dream of Black Sheep Farm, plus adventures along the way. I also have a side business called Valor Mustangs, and tonight I am cooking. My grandson is over there watching Elmo, so he's gonna be quite loud, but just disregard that. We're gonna keep on pushing. So I'm making a dish called Cioppino, and it's a seafood stew. So right now what I have going on, and don't mind my kitchen, don't come for me about that. In the middle of rearranging and decorating, and we're doing some upgrades, so don't look at that, look at this. But in this pot I have, in my favorite little cast iron Dutchie, this is shallots, onion, and I'm about to add the garlic. Here's the garlic that I'm chopping. It does need to be chopped a lot finer, so I'm going to do that, and then I will add the garlic to the onions, the shallots, and the olive oil. Garlic is in. Now we're going to add some organic basil. So my basil is chopped, and now I'm going to add that in. And we're going to give this a stir. Add salt. Now when that becomes translucent, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add these tomatoes. I'm going to add some wine. And I'm going to add some seafood stock. So I picked up 2 of these seafood stocks so I can use them as a base. And then I will also be adding some tomato paste to thicken it. And then after I have my base done, or my broth, the stew, it's actual, you know, the body of the soup, then I will go ahead and I'll be adding these, which are thawing out. Here I have some lobster tails, some little neck clams, and some Dungeness crab. And in the bottom I have some fresh caught Mayport shrimp. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it's going to come together nicely, because I love to serve a good dinner. It's the favorite part of my day. It's when I get to show my family that I love them and I'm taking good care of them. So it's not in any of the recipes that I saw, but I decided to go ahead and add a sprig of rosemary. And maybe some thyme too, because I just love herbs and they're like medicine for the body. So yeah, I'm going to add them. Okay, so I added those herbs, and look at that goodness. I wish you could smell the aromatics. It is just heavenly. And I think it's time to go ahead and add our stock. So I'm going to add our seafood stock. So that's 1. And I don't really always measure everything. I kind of eyeball stuff. I'm glad I got 2, because 2 looks like it will be right for what we're trying to achieve here. Go ahead and add the other one. And now I'm going to go ahead and open my tomato can of tomatoes. So now I have everything in except for the seafood ingredients. And oh yeah, I wanted to add black olives just because this is Italian and I think it would go good. I like the idea of pairing those tastes together. So I forgot to mention that I also was thawing out some amberjack because most people that make it, they use a firm fish, and all I had in the freezer was amberjack. So in addition to the shrimp and the scallops or clams and the crab, the Dungeness crab and the lobster, I will put some of the fillets of amberjack in there. So I've got that in the pan thawing out, and I'll show you what that looks like too. So I just still have my shrimp under there thawing, and then in this pan I have the amberjack, and I did have cold water running on it, which I probably should let that cold water run there so they can thaw. And I just want it in the pan, not on the actual food. But okay, so that's where we're at with that. Then over here we have our stew or our broth, and all I'm gonna do is, you see this foam on the top? I'm gonna get a skimmer and I'm gonna skim all that off of the top and get rid of that, so that our broth will be more clear. Okay, so I have peeled some shrimp and I have cut my lobster tails on the top and on the bottom, and I added the fish, and I needed to adjust the taste, so right now I'm going to add a little salt and pepper because it's just lacking a little saltiness and a little brininess that you want in a seafood stew. So I'm going to do that now. Going in with some salt. And my pepper is on a grinder, so I've got to put this down to do that. But you can get a good look at like what it's looking like. And I could have added zucchini and mushrooms. I do have that stuff, but I kind of want to keep this really rustic and really simple. Sorry. And just basically have the seafood be the star. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. And we're about done. I'm going to plate up in just a second. Usually this is served with sourdough bread, but we are keto. So because we can't have bread, I don't know, I might put just some cheese shavings on the top. So I've adjusted the seasonings. I added salt, pepper, and you can see the Dungeness crab is in there soaking. When you buy Dungeness in Florida, that comes from the West Coast, so it is flown in, and you're never going to get that fresh. That's always pre-frozen, so just know that. If you're on the East Coast and you're buying Dungeness, you're not going to get it fresh. So it is pre-cooked. So the best that we can do is to let those seasonings in the broth marry inside the bone, and inside the shell bones. Anyhow, so yeah, this is gonna be it for us for dinner. I'll serve this into big bowls and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So yeah, you made it to the end of the video. I want to thank you for sticking with me until the end. I just shaved some fresh Parmesan and the soup was really good. Now please, if you got anything out of this, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out more than you would ever know. Love you. Bye.